Have you met what I call a media theorist? So basically this is a person that they say not to trust the media until they disagree with you or cannot come up with a valid argument. And then they quote the very media they said not to trust as the reason that you are incorrect. People can have their own opinion. I have mine. A lot of people don't agree with it. But the problem becomes when you don't research that opinion and you keep telling everyone this opinion as if it is a fact. Do I have an example? Yes, I do. And that is the Liam Payne case. Today is Liam Payne's birthday, and there's been tons of tributes to him. But then I go and I look in the comments. And in the comments, they are basically saying that he deserved what happened to him because he chose to do too many substances. Okay, so maybe that is true. But where is the evidence? Because the only place that this was said was in the media, and this was not supported by the toxicology reports. Then we have to talk about action, because we talk about with love and friendships that we don't listen to words, we have to look at actions. But if we look at the actions of the Argentinian prosecutor's office, they believed a crime took place, and as such, they conducted multiple seizures, took evidence, including the hard drive from Sacro, where the restaurant where we've never seen anything that they say a fall occurred, as well as laptops and computers and different phones that could reconstruct the last hours of Liam Payne's life. Now, if that's not enough, I'm going, okay, so media said this, toxicology doesn't support it. Then the actions of the prosecutor's office doesn't support that either. Then we see a big, huge development that happened a couple of months ago where the national court wanted to change the jurisdiction of the outstanding case to a smaller, more local court. Now, when they went to go transfer this local judge said, oh, of course, but I want to make sure that you put a gag order and that you're not publishing any pictures or anything that had to do with what happened to Liam Payne in that time, which is what should have been done immediately. But she also said that I want to examine all of the evidence that you have seized in relation to this crime. Now you're thinking, okay, well, haven't they already looked at the evidence? No, that evidence that they seized, they never bothered to look at in the national court. The moment this judge said that she wanted to see the evidence that they hadn't examined, all of a sudden they lodged an appeal saying that they didn't want jurisdiction to transfer to her. Then once they lodged that appeal, it got transferred back to the national court in Argentina. Now you're thinking, oh, no big deal. But in every crime, every cold case I've ever seen, and this is not a cold case, this is an active investigation, they want a different set of eyes because a different set of eyes might discover something that they missed. Additionally, if it was just an accident and there was no crime, they wouldn't care if the evidence was examined because then that would mean they could close the case more quickly. But I believe them transferring it to the local court backfired because they didn't know that Judge Karina Andrade would be the person assigned to this case. This is a judge that Argentinian president and judicial system cannot buy. And this is evidenced in that she has filed a complaint with the United Nations Rights Council against the executive government and the president of her own country. Judge Andrade, all she did was release 114 people that had been protesting. And she released them because she said that they did not follow due process when they arrested them, and it was against the Constitution of Argentina. Because of that, she has had threats against her person and her family, physically and sexually. She has been told that they are trying to replace her from her job by, and let me look, the Security Ministry and the Justice Ministry. Both, all because of the fact that she released people that had been arrested against the Constitution of her country. These are facts. These are published. And if you cannot see that they are trying to hide some kind of crime here, then I don't know what I can do for the media theorist, because it is plain as day, and it is plain as day beyond an article that is published by the media. It is in the actual legal court documents. Have you met what I call a media theorist? So basically, this is a person